like if someone's listening that is at a community college or thinking about going to a community college, how like pump them up? Because if only one or two make it out, to a 4 year, like how do you not fall into the trap?
Yeah. So I think like every school is different. So I can't speak for every school. Some coaches are super on it and are going to help you try to get into, another program. My school wasn't that way.
Okay.
My coaches, they were great. Some of them,
It's a great phrase.
they were good. Some of them were great. Some of them were not so great. But I mean, you're gonna get that anywhere. But
totally.
But some programs will try to help you, and I think that having that, if you have that at a community college, use it. Use your resources that you have. Use the people around you. The guy that made the connection for me to get into the University of Idaho, he was a coach at Cerritos, our rivals.
No way.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that, because it happened also so quickly, just like the Vanguard thing happened so fast.
Yeah.
So it just all of a sudden went from like, I don't know, to like, boom, here's this opportunity. And it was
like, find help even if it's your rivals.
Yeah, be open to help, but I think in a more practical, like, individual sense, like, know your goal and just I'm a coach and trainer, so that's my mentality anyways, is like I'm very good at knowing my weaknesses and my strengths. And I always say perfect your strengths and improve your weaknesses.
Okay.
So like work on both simultaneously. And so that's what I did. And so that's kind of what I recommend, not just, obviously to athletes who are at a community college, but to my athletes that I coach now. We're always working on, I'm like, what's your weakness? You have to know who you are as an athlete, and you have to work on it as much as you don't like to. And so, and the other thing is I always encourage my friends who are going to community college and trying to get out is like, you can't rely on the coaches there in the sense of like, just because they're giving you a regimen at training, just because they're telling you what to do at training, that doesn't mean that's it. You can't compete or compare yourself at the level that you're playing at, because that's the level you're playing at. That's not the level you want to be at. So when you're training at a certain level, you have to train with the mindset that you are competing at the next level. And you don't want to be just good enough to get into the next level. You want to, when you do get into that next level, you want to be able to compete and produce at that next level.
So good.
So you have to continually elevate your mindset in the sense of like, you can't just look at where you're at now. You have to look where you want to go. And then that's that mindset you have to bring to the table there. And like I said earlier, the girls weren't a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
They weren't, because they were stuck at that level that they wanted to be the best there. I didn't want to be the best there. I didn't care about there. And I don't even want to say I didn't even have great stats there. But my work rate and the level that I was playing at was already at that next level because I knew that's where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
So
and
that's a huge...
People are threatened by that sometimes because we're comfortable kind of being where we're at. And if we see someone trying to get out, I think it reveals maybe in us that we're not going to get out, or we're not reaching for as high, and that's can be really scary. So that's gnarly to experience that.
Yeah. But that's just the like encouragement I give to my athletes.
Yeah, it's good.
Because like for my private training, like what I love coaching all of my athletes. But the athletes I love coaching are the ones that are kind of the bubble player.
Totally.
The ones that like, you're almost there, but I can get you there, and you can get yourself there if you put in the work.
Yeah.
And so it's always like I just love